Super Smash Bros. Ultimate DLC has definitely been divisive these past couple of years. I'll go as far to say that I have never seen the Smash community more divided than ever before, and it mainly has to do with who was getting picked to join the roster. If you log onto the active warzone that is twitter.com, you will see that many fans simply weren't too happy with how the DLC went. Obviously, contentious character choices are nothing new to the Super Smash Bros. Series, but I feel as though now more than ever before, we saw a very negative bias towards newcomers to the game. There was certainly hype for sure. Let me clarify that of course not all reactions to DLC were negative. There certainly were just as much, if not more, excited individuals for each character reveal. But I have seemed to notice a very loud group of people who seem to be indifferent or upset. With every excited individual comes a not so excited one, who claims that
nobody even knows who that is.
And with an 80+ character roster being available right from the start once you boot up the game, I start to wonder why tons of people were so bitter towards a character's inclusion. Most people I see on websites like Twitter and Instagram seem to only care about a few select characters to be added into the game, and if their characters aren't included, then they're a wasted slot, and I quote, literally no one asked for this character. Now that the final DLC character has been revealed and released, I thought it would be fun to take a little retrospective and try to understand why so many people were discontent with the character inclusions in this game, and what this could potentially mean going forward for not just a new Smash game, but future Nintendo games as a whole. The first point I'd like to make is how the generation gap truly leads to many divided opinions in the Smash community. It's no surprise that Smash's impact on this current generation of gamers is monumental. So naturally, this generation of younger individuals expect characters from games that they grew up with. The problem with that is that Smash is appealing to all generations of gamers, and I feel as though many younger Smash fans forget about this. A character unknown to them is adored by another person. Look at the recent reveal of Kazuya.
Oh shit, it's that guy. Kazuya. Who's that guy? Kessin?
It's Tekken! It's Kazuya! Boy! Let's go! Oh my god! Oh! Kazuya? Oh my god! I didn't expect that shit at all!
It's also no surprise that here on the internet, it's more entertaining to criticize and mock media rather than praise it.
But what if it goes through all of them and none of them get it, and then the card flies down further to like 2001 and it goes to the right, it goes Xbox, and then Master Chief takes it, and then Master Chief takes it. He goes, psych, fuck you weebs.
What the fuck is wrong with y'all? How do y'all look at this and get satisfaction? How do you look at this and get excited?
It's only a game. Why you have to be mad?
This is a phenomenon that certainly exploded into popularity through the 2010s up until present day. Reviewers like AVGN and the Nostalgia Critics certainly helped to pioneer a new age of ridiculing media. On the internet, it's clear that people love to mock and poke fun of media that's bad or falls below expectations. It seems that any game or film that doesn't meet the audience's expectations is doomed to a never-ending downward spiral of hate and mockery from the online mobs. I remember when The Last Jedi was absolutely slammed by general audiences who claimed that it was a sin to the franchise and Rian Johnson deserved to die because they did not like the direction he took for the story moving forward and, whatever. While everyone is entitled to their own opinion about the film, constantly flaming a piece of media like this to the point where you are wishing ill on anyone who disagrees with you is a very counterproductive and toxic thing to do. But hey, people seem to absolutely love it. I mean, look at the massive backlash that took place against Byleth. Fire Emblem characters have always been a heated topic among the Smash community, but Byleth reached a level of hate that no one has ever seen before in a Super Smash Bros. Character reveal. I mean, not even Corrin or Chrom garnered this much debate. This all ties into what I think is a huge factor of the newfound cynicism of Smash reveals, which is the negativity bias. Basically, our brains have a tendency to register negative events more frequently than positive events. And I personally believe that this source of online discourse among the Smash community has contributed to how unimpressed everyone comes off as regarding who gets into the roster. Back in the day when a new Smash character was revealed, the general consensus was mostly positive all around. Twitter and social media wasn't as omnipresent like it is today. It certainly makes the general consensus far more negative than it really is. Since everyone can just circle jerk each other's opinions, you get a constant flow of negativity among the community. Fans set their expectations so unrealistically high, usually speculating and grasping for straws at any sort of information relating to a character they want. And then when their character inevitably doesn't get revealed, the negativity bias comes in full force and leads to an endless amount of crap on Twitter. This doesn't apply to just who gets revealed for Smash. This applies to all Nintendo reveals and the community as a whole. Emperor Lemon makes an incredible video going into online discourse and cynicism in the video game community, and I strongly recommend you check out the video if you haven't already.
It's all about the Grinch.
So the Grinch leak? There's been a lot of leaks regarding this game over the past few months.
Oh, the Grinch stole the direct.
It's important to note that leaks, speculation, and rumors are one of the main driving forces of cynicism in the Smash community. Nowadays, it's easier than ever to get information about upcoming characters and DLC, but back in the Melee and Brawl days, no one was really able to leak any sort of information on future titles and characters like they can do now. The internet was still relatively new, and people were still figuring things out. So when Snake from Metal Gear Solid was revealed for Brawl, it was a massive deal, because people were still able to be surprised. Our lack of sources and information on games left us with much more optimism and excitement, since nobody knew what to expect when it came to who would join the roster next. Nowadays, the internet has evolved so much that it's easier than ever to leak information about a game before it's even known to the public. We see prominent leakers like Virgiben going onto Reddit and numerous websites flaunting their knowledge of future Nintendo titles and DLC characters. Couple this with countless channels and videos about Smash speculation, and it's easy to see why people aren't as shocked or surprised about a character's inclusion anymore. Leakers will often list off names that they supposedly heard in-house for a DLC character, and data miners will leak out codes and names they uncovered digging into the game's files. The YouTuber Master of Hyrule leaked out what the Battlefield stage would look like in Ultimate before the game was even revealed, and others leaked set designs that were to be placed in E3 of that year. This ruins any sort of surprise that can happen, since whenever a character is planned on being announced, the Smash community already has a list of potential characters that can be revealed because of leaks they heard from Reddit or their favorite Smash channel. The evolution of the internet and technology has vastly made individuals far more capable of leaking out information like this, to the point where nothing could be a surprise anymore, since someone can just go into the game's source code files to reveal all the game's assets months before a game even comes out. Now, there's nothing wrong with speculating which characters could potentially be in, but there's a difference with speculating potential characters based on favorites and patterns to already having a set list of characters and series already known to the public. I mean, no wonder fans weren't happy with inclusions like Hero and Terry. Hero's source code was leaked to the community months before his reveal, crippling any bit of surprise and hype the character could have had. Same went for Terry when Nintendo accidentally leaked the copyright details of SEK for the first Fighters Pass. And to the community's credit, Nintendo screwed up in this regard. And I still bet that even if the information wasn't leaked to the public prior to the release, fans would have still been disappointed regardless. And this all ties into my final point as to why the community isn't as excited when it comes to Super Smash Bros. Anymore. The constant amount of uncertain information and sources can lead people to have unfair expectations for the game. If a leaker is persuasive enough, then Smash fans will certainly take it as truth. I mean, remember the absolutely disastrous Grinch leak? On October 21st, 2018, somebody uploaded a picture to 4chan depicting what seemed to be future promotional artwork for Smash Ultimate. The promotional artwork consisted of character renders not yet revealed in the game, including Chorus Kids from Rhythm Heaven, Isaac from Golden Sun, Geno from Super Mario RPG, Banjo and Kazooie, Ken from Street Fighter, Shadow the Hedgehog, and Mach Rider from the NES. Users also noticed that a render of the Grinch from the upcoming Dr. Seuss film adaptation was also in the corner of the screen. This led everyone to assume that the leaker worked in some advertising company that commissions Nintendo adverts, since he had supposed early promotional artwork that wasn't supposed to be unveiled to the public eye yet. Naturally, Smash fans and commentators went berserk and rushed to believe the leak without question, expecting and hyping up the reveal of all characters in the leak to be revealed in the latest Smash Direct that would show off who would be in the final roster until the game's release. The presentation came and went, and everyone's expectations were shattered when Incineroar and Ken were revealed to be the final two characters to join the roster before the game's release, proving the Grinch leak to be fake. And of course, there was a massive shitstorm all over the internet and fans were pissed off. While the leak was certainly impressive and convincing, it's simply unfair to get angry at Nintendo and the developers for not fulfilling the ridiculous expectation placed when believing some random stranger on the internet. The Smash community also loves to boast about their favorite picks for potential DLC characters, and all of this mob mentality has definitely molded everyone's opinions. It seems to me that the Smash community is only interested in cinematic characters for DLC, and anyone who isn't these characters are a wasted slot and are doomed to a never-ending shitstorm online. As soon as you have leakers, speculators, and fans all hyping and anticipating a character's chances months, or even years before the release, when they are revealed, it can definitely warp the public's perception in a negative way. It doesn't mean the character that got revealed was even bad. What's really the problem here are people who anticipate fan-favorite characters getting into Smash simply because they see it fit, or some random strangers on the internet said so. When you surround yourself with nothing but leaks, misinformation that can easily be fabricated, is it really a surprise when you inevitably get disappointed? I know this is all sounding very negative, but I am voicing my concerns as someone who loves this game and the community. Obviously, the future of Super Smash Bros. Is very uncertain at the moment. Who knows when there will be another Smash game, and I'm betting that we won't see a new entry until a couple years from now. But if you take away anything from this video, please take away what I am about to say right now. Let's take everything down a notch. You may not realize it, but backlash like this to an extensive degree comes off as very hateful and ugly. In a game with 82 plus characters, is it truly a big deal when your character wasn't picked? In a Nintendo Direct full of numerous titles being revealed every year, is it really a big deal if there's no quote-unquote hype games? I understand that character backlash comes from a place of love, however it gets to an excessive degree in which it turns into hatred and, in the worst possible case, death threats. Again, let me reiterate, anyone can have their own opinions about a character getting into the game or not, whether it be a negative or positive opinion. By all means, if you like it, like it. If you don't like it, by all means criticize it. But with the roster filled with so many different video game icons from all different genres and generations of video games, is it really that big of a deal when a character gets in that you didn't like? Was it worth all the complaints and death threats to the developers? Was it really worth all the negative online discourse? The overall point of this video is not to hate on leakers, Smash YouTubers, or simply anyone who speculated on potential characters for this game. That was never my intention, and it's not right. I don't mean any ill will towards anybody. I respect every single one of these creators for, doing what they love, talking about what they love. Consider this a message to help keep expectations in check. Smash reveals and future game reveals, while exciting and sometimes divisive, shouldn't be a driving force of cynicism and hate in this community. Let's all try to remember why we get excited for Super Smash Bros. To begin with, why we get excited for video games to begin with, why we love these games, and why we get excited for them. All I'm saying is that no video game character is worth getting this upset about.